So you hear it all the time. Woman gets kidnapped and is eventually found when she is able to get the attention of someone to let them know what's been going on for usually weeks, months, or even years. You guys might remember the name Amanda Berry, who was this girl that was kidnapped back in 2003 at the age of 17, and in 2013 she was able to break free out of this house she was being held captive in, which led to this moment that you're probably more familiar with.
I knew something was wrong when a little pretty white girl ran into a black man's arms. Something is wrong here. Dead giveaway. Dead giveaway.
Charles, thank you very much.
Dead giveaway.
Yeah, that meme came from that moment. But you can Google infamous kidnappings in America, and there are going to be people who have had millions of dollars raised to try and find out where they are, and you've never even knew that they were kidnapped in the first place. But to even do something like that is insane, considering everything you have to take into account to keep what you did a secret. It's not like you picked up a stray cat off the street that you're trying to hide from your landlord. You got a full-grown person you have to make sure doesn't try and escape while you try to go live out your life. Which makes Ariel Castro having 3 women he kidnapped all in the same house at the same time that much more disturbing. But earlier today it came out that a professional wrestler was charged with kidnapping after a chilling note was left in a sandwich shop bathroom.
Sandwich artist Eleanor Coffey expected Tuesday to be a normal day at the sandwich shop. That was until she noticed something suspicious in the bathroom.
There was this little piece of crumpled up paper that was shoved next to our toilet paper dispenser, and it looked like a piece of trash.
Coffey opened up the paper and was alarmed by the message inside.
She was like, "Please help me, I'm at this address in Navarre. I need you to call the police and do a wellness check."
Now it's obvious that this girl had been waiting for this moment where she can leave a note for someone to read. I don't understand why she crumpled it up to make it look like trash. Maybe she had done this one time before and the guy walked into the girl's bathroom like, "What are you doing?" But whatever it was, it worked. I'd like to think that she had been leaving notes at different places she was taking to, only for the note to be thrown away until this dirty little trash reader discovered what it really said. But the note said, "Please help. I am being held against my will. Let cops know don't approach the house unless my Hyundai Kona is in the driveway because his parents will alert him and he will hurt me. I just want to go home to my kids and family. He controls my phone so he will see if you message me. Please get me some help. Get me before May 30th. Now while we were a few days late, nonetheless she was reunited with her family, and Jaden Williams here, aka Jaden Steele, was arrested and charged with felony for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, felony for kidnapping, felony for battery, misdemeanor for battery and touch or strike, and felony for battery by strangulation. And depending on the severity of each of these, he is looking at just over 20 years in jail, which is a pretty light sentence for someone who had his parents in on this. I hope those piece of shits get charged with kidnapping too. But it even says that this is Williams' 3rd time being arrested for domestic violence, this one being the 3rd strike that gets him out of here. You done, buddy? Get out of here. Go to the dugout. But it says though that he had kept her captive for 8 months, where he allegedly tied her to a bed, spit tobacco in her mouth, and even peed on her, gave her the old R. Kelly special. Also saying that he had a history of possessing firearms and had threatened to harm the victim's children and relatives. So this guy was just an all-around piece of shit that lived with his parents, mind you. Usually these kidnappers live alone and don't talk to anyone. But this guy's like, "Mom, I'm done. Can you come wipe me?" "No, yeah, I would ask the girl, but I forgot to unchain her." "No, I don't want to come down for dinner." "Mom, you're embarrassing me in front of the girl I kidnapped." Now, what's really embarrassing is that people are calling him a professional wrestler. Now, I know I did, but hey, what are you going to click on? A wrestler or professional wrestler title? You know what I mean? But this dude is about as much a wrestler as Matthew McConaughey is an astronaut. First off, his name is Jaden Steele. I'm pretty sure there's a gay porn star with that exact name. And I was able to find some footage of him wrestling from 2 months ago, and had I not known who this was, I would have thought I was watching a flat-chested lady wrestler. His hairstyle tells me that he's either going to yell at me for misgendering him or that he's the world's ugliest lesbian. But just look at this dude's gimmick. I guess he's like this skater who uses his skateboard as a weapon, which is some of the goofiest shit I have ever seen. If I was a WWE guy who trained him, I would be like, "Yeah, can you take me out of your bio? Because what the fuck was that?" Like, this dude was practicing this move on the girl he kidnapped, and because she just wanted him to stop, she's like, "No, yeah, it's really good." But then when he does it in the actual ring, it looks like this. Now, it says that this guy is 34, and look, even if you weren't a piece of shit loser who lived with his parents and kidnaps girls, you weren't making it any further than a high school gym. And I could have told you that just based on how he looks as a wrestler. Like, John Cena is a professional wrestler. Dominic Mysterio is a professional wrestler. Logan Paul is a professional wrestler. You are a domestic abuser with the face of a pedophile. That's what the articles are saying. That's the word around town. But yeah, guys, if you are in a public restroom and you see what looks like a note wedged in between something, don't be afraid to see what it is, because there's only a small chance that it will be something poop related. I know I said no video today, but I saw this and I saw this guy looked and I was like, I have to do it. I have to do it one time for the one time for you guys. But until tomorrow, peace.